San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He hits his target, Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Niners, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give left side for Davis Price. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll run with Davis Price. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best touchdown.
Danny Gray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing.
My defense, like, bro, my defense is going crazy right now. I want to know why. Yeah.
Confidence in him. Able to throw 4 picks already. They're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Jamal Adams coming up from a safety spot to make the play.
No doubt about it. Really
ain't somebody dropped last week?
Not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Good night, Lance.
Down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run.
Oh, yeah, no, what often happens different.
Quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
All right.
And made him try a pass downfield.
This should be open, but I doubt it is.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
I just knew he was going to blitz.
Starting field position on that drive.
Come on, Price.
With it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end.
This league right here is the 49ers.
When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's a terrible kick. Dang, fumble.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
No, that's somebody else who I got last week.
Over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking
No.
being this team had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch.
Nah, it's somebody else.
This two shall pass.
I just can't think of the name right now.
He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10.
I mean, he does hoop the last 2 games, ain't
on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
I like they play blitzing twice.
He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
I mean, not broken, Philly. What your Nets gonna do?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just
so y'all need to take no, I can't take for granted. Y'all need
scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
All about that little
Bridgewater now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield.
I forgot about that little sorry joker right there. I'm still mad about that series right there.
But it will also lead to 4th down.
Joe Hurley got to see me after that performance in 2021. When they played the Bucks, and like he literally could not make 1 up in 3, but had the best shooting percentage in the NBA that year. Yeah. Ooh, what are we doing, Debo? Okay.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Yeah, just like a Clint Capella type dig, you feel me?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now it's...
Oh, he should have picked that. Oh, Madden, come on now. Come on, Madden. Let's not start with that.
To the 21-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's not start. Let's not just give people shit because y'all fucked up.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player... You go through balls.
I know you seen me, but still, bro.
Single day. It's really not out of line to
fuck Debo open. Pick that. There we go.
And my goodness, another interception.
Block him. There we go. Oh shit! Walker fastest card.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also...
Instagram player, that's all it is.
He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually throwing him at him.
You would never love. You had to finesse the way to get paid.
Although his reputation,
you had to finesse the way to get paid and not play. That's all it was.
It's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't hold blocks for long.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the
same. I mean, NBA players don't lift.
This half they put it on the carpet. Now the first one,
you ain't lift.
Good news here, doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out.
I'm just saying, basketball players in general, you know y'all do not like lifting.
This time,
I think it's gonna mess up your shot.
But they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good
You're tripping.
Take this to about the 10-yard line.
Justin, it was a spark you up. You play dog. If you play dog shot, I promise you they're gonna spark you up.
A couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm gonna hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage.
You be wide open and you can't make a shot.
If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
what are you? What are you anyway? What would you say your game is?
Timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, okay. For sure.
Who
got one now?
Davis Price. And he's going to take it in.
Sorry, swear boy got one.
Davis Price with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers able to add on to their first
who became the Bang brother?
Gold with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
He about to start filming.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Play low.
This will be fielded
Shoot, I'm coming back home in December.
The 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah, I thought it was lame. I just need something, you know. Ain't never left.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this. And now here is another interception.
I just say, if my defense can play like this every game, we will be straight.
Just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
This man said you was not. I can't even run about it. That's the thing. Oh, if he was just blocked, man, we went straight. I should have just cut. I'm taking too hard. Ooh, stop. You know how NBA players, bro. They get paid a little $17 million a year. But now they think they're Kobe.
49ers out in front as we send you
Kobe would have played. That's the thing about it.
Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime.
The coach would have said Kobe out. Because it's different between just doing shoot-arounds and then, like, you know, hooping with an actual crowd, you feel me?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready.
I think nothing about the onside kick. I already know. I'm about to call time
Charles
out.
Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
That's a bet.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Ready?
The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, there's still a little bit of disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases him.
What kind of coverage was that, bro?
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the
I swear, when Madden first came out, bro, them crossing routes were going crazy. Now I can't run for some reason.
By throwing that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly
perfect play.
Like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
That is not how
and they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back?
Fumble. Make this
leadership
nigga
really
fumble.
comes into play. How's the head coach handling
If he
it?
could
The
fumble, I
offensive
could fumble.
coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception.
This down, rookie going stupid. I fuck with it.
The number 7 usually lucky here.
Love the pass rush.
7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily
That's
mean
smart. I
it's a
got
career.
that.
But when you're talking about one game,
I got this
7,
down today, but it's
you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance.
Oh, shit.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6
I would
yards
have
there
stayed
on the
on
scramble, but
R1.
it'll
He
still
was
leave him
open.
with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And Lance now to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
I could have swore the play had us blocking the line. Maybe I'm tripping.
A gain of 3.
Maybe I'm tripping.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses.
So we got to
certainly
that.
bringing it again this week.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them.
And now here is another interception. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 42-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh,
that shit crazy. These niggas going stupid.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And
I mean to die right there.
Them, the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Trying the left side with Walker, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh.
This is caught.
Hold on.
Seahawks.
Come on now.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Come on,
Extra
hold
point
on.
attempt to follow here. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. The kick unit.
At least you ain't Ward, though. I'll give you that. Ward filling that since. Damn, I kind of want to turn on that now.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Uh-oh, game got trouble.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hold on.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's the option going right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a 3rd down throw, misses the target, incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams
same route on
passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
Good tackle.
He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring.
Yeah.
He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here's another interception.
Ooh.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take.
This line got to get work now.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game.
That's a hole right
now,
there.
They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
I knew he was in 3. Fuck, I'd be tripping.
We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up
I
that
just
clock.
want to risk
And if
it.
you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here's Lance to throw it. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Touchdown!
Odell Beckham from 8 yards out.
And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Bridgewater on first down.
Oh, I seen this shit. Fuck.
And he's going to get this down to
I couldn't stop for shit, bro.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Lance looking to throw it. He rifles one.
Oh my gosh.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I flew.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Sam Sloman for the PAT.
Damn, I just flew.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. The lane opens here.
Well, you faster than that. Fuck, you faster than that.
Very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing